My name is Aditya, and my app is called Learnify. Its goal is to provide personalized tips and resources for students based on their learning styles. And the target audience could include anyone who perhaps struggles with the way that information is taught in classrooms, and they want to find their own way of grasping their content. I use Flutter to code this because I didn't want there to be any limitations based off platform, so it's available on both iOS and Android. So now, let's go through a walkthrough of how it looks like. It'll take you to this initial learning style page where you'll have to answer a bunch of questions to identify your actual learning style. So I'm just going to fast forward through this. So now it shows that it identified that I was a visual learner as my dominant style, and it still counts some of the questions that I answered that represented these different types of learning styles. But if I press get started, it takes me to this homepage where you can see it welcomes my name, gives me a daily inspirational quote, which I think we all need, and a tip of the day that helps me in my personal or productive life. And also today's tasks is in the bottom, which I'll talk more about later. So this is the personal page. It has things like tracking your mood, tips, resources, meditation. If you press track your mood, you can see that you can swipe between these different types of moods that you have. So let's say right now I'm feeling excited. If I press save mood, then it shows that at this time of day it represented that I was excited. You can also log different moods at different times. Let's say I'm feeling neutral, it shows that. And it also tracks your history as well. So let's say I did this in like November, it would show November 2024 and it would show that as well. These are tips and resources, and you can see they're color coded according to the learning styles that I had. So as you can see, since mine was visual, it has majority purple ones which represent visual tips, and it has a similar thing for resources as well. Moving on to meditation exercises. These are just a bunch of meditations available if you're feeling down sometime. As you can see, it has a nice picture, and if you press play, then it'll start playing the music. Moving on to the productivity page, you can see we have habits, tasks, and goals. So for habits, you can see that it shows every day of the month. Let's say I want to add a new habit. Let's say I want to do drink water, which we should all do every day. Complete date, let's just say 2 weeks from now. And let's say I want to add a new category called personal. I can choose the color for this as well, which is pretty nice in terms of customization. Choose that and add the category. You can choose that category for this habit to fall under, and if you save the habit, you can see that this is visible. And you can see that for every day until all the way to October 26th, the habit's available. So that's pretty neat. Moving on to tasks, you can add something very similar. Let's say I want to do finish recording, make it high priority, put in any details you want to basically. I'm going to add a new category called extracurriculars, make this green. You can see that you can add subtasks here as well. Let's say finish making the script and finish the recording. And if I want to set a reminder, let's say by next week at around this time. If I save the task, you can see that it's 0% done right now. But if I click this, it gets to this page where I can actually complete these subtasks. So let's say I finish only the first part. It shows 50% done. If I complete both of them, 100% done. And also there's this little timer right here, which is a Pomodoro. Right now it's set at 10 minutes, but that can be changed later in settings. Basically, for any task that you have that you want to actually spend some time working on in a specific time period, you can do a Pomodoro for that. Moving on to goals, it's very similar to both of these, where it has these different categories and also has different steps that you can include. Now we have a profile page here, where you have your profile information, where you can add your first and last name, information, stuff like that, and sign out. And also something I like that I put here is the theme, because I like having dark mode on all my devices. You can actually toggle between light and dark theme, and it applies for all different pages as well. So that's my app overall. I hope it's useful to anybody who ends up using it, and I think those at the Congressional App Challenge.